This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of it. Let's break something down. Let's break something down. This is ridiculous. And I'm sick of it. The truth of the matter is, and I like him, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, who they have at number 3 pound for pound best fighter in the world, over Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, is despicable and disgusting and a lie. And this is no knock against Jesse Bam Rodriguez, but it's a lie. Jesse Bam Rodriguez should no way, shape, form, or fashion be ahead of Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney on nobody's pound for pound list. It is a lie. This is political and it's race driven. I'm telling you the truth. You look at Jesse Bam Rodriguez's record. Let's just go over his record. And for another video, we'll get to Naoya, the monster Inoue. Now, the reason I give him a pass over Devin Haney and Shakur is because he's 2-division undisputed champion and he's a 4-division champion. Okay, I'll give him a pass. His resume still ain't better than Shakur's and Devin's, but okay. You could make an argument. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, you cannot make an argument that his resume is better than Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Let's go to the videotape. He's the unified super flyweight champion. He's 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 16 wins by way of knockout. Okay? And again, this is no slight to Jesse Bam Rodriguez. It's just the truth. We got to tell the truth. Okay? Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He has held multiple world championships in 2 weight classes. He's a 2-division champion. Let's go over his resume, shall we? And you tell me, in 23 fights, the first 10 fights we can eliminate right off his resume. So that means 13 fights. His first fight, he fought Mauricio Cruz, who was 0-2-1. Second fight, he fought Negrete, 0-6-0. No, in his first 2 fights, he fought the guys, neither one of them had a win. Third fight, he fights Robert Ledesma, 2 wins, 5 losses. Fourth fight, Jorge Mascarero, 1 win, 1 loss. Fifth fight, Santiago Bayardo, 0 wins, 2 losses, no draws. Sixth fight, he fights Armando Vasquez, 25 wins, 21 losses, 1 draw. Seventh fight, Edwin Reyes, 8 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws. Ninth fight, Josiah Morales, 8 wins, 8 losses, 3 draws. 10th fight, Rauf Agayev, 26 wins, 6 losses. 11th fight, Cesar Garcia Torrijos, 11 wins, no losses, no draws. Cool. Marco Sustenia, 12 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Janelle Rivera, 18 wins, 6 losses, 3 draws. Saul Juarez, 25 wins, 12 losses, 2 draws. Now, here's where he starts to make a name for himself. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fights. I just rattled off. So he's only 23 wins. Mind you, he's the same age as Devin Haney and a year younger than Shakur Stevenson. So it's not like it's an age barrier, right? Same age as Devin Haney and a year younger than Shakur Stevenson. Now he fights, this is where he starts to get into real fights. He fights Burgos. Burgos is 18 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Knocks him out in the 4th round. Now he fights Quadras. 39 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Then he fights Wengak. 50 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Then he fights Israel Gonzalez. Now he's really making a name. 28 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Then Christian Hernandez. 15 wins, 1 loss, no draw. Now, this is the big names he fought. Sonny Edwards. I give him nothing but credit. 20 wins, no loss, no draw. He knocked Sonny Edwards out in the 9th round. Then he fights Juan Estrada. 44 wins, 3 losses, no draws. I give him credit for that. He stops Juan Estrada in the 7th round. Then he fights Pedro Guevara. 42 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Give him credit for that. That's 3 good, solid fights. Juan Estrada, Sonny Edwards, those are his biggest names. Then he fights Pumala Kafu. 11 wins, no losses, 3 draws. Then he fights Fernando Martinez in his last fight, which we saw that fight, who was 18 wins, no loss, no draws, unification. So Sonny Edwards and Juan Francisco Estrada. You tell me which one of those guys is better than Teofimo Lopez and Oscar Valdez and Jamel Herring. Shakur Stevenson has dominated Teofimo Lopez, Jamel Herring, okay, and Oscar Valdez. Which one of those guys? Sonny Edwards is a good fighter. He ain't better than Oscar Valdez, or maybe they're on the same level. He definitely ain't better than Teo, and he's on the same level at best with Jamel Herring. Same thing goes for Estrada. Now, Estrada was on the pound-for-pound list, but again, who did he beat in these low weight classes? It's not the same competition. It's just not. It's not the same competition. And then he struggled in his last fight against Fernando Martinez. He didn't look great in that fight. He got a 10th round knockout. Nobody going to confuse and say he looked great in that fight. Which one of those names is better than Teofimo Lopez, Oscar Valdez, and Jamel Herring, and Edwin De Los Santos, and Robson Casasio? Right? They're on the same level as Robson Casasio, right? Former world champion. Which one of those guys is better than Regis Prograis, Vasyl Lomachenko? They on the same level as Jojo Diaz. Let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. If Jojo Diaz was in their weight classes, he would give Francisco Estrada and Sonny Edwards all they can handle, and he'd probably win those fights. He'd probably win those fights. And Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. And he went to Australia and beat Kambosos twice, Devin Haney did. He beat Vasyl Lomachenko. I don't care if you say it was a close fight, he really lost. The fact that he was even in a fight competitive like that with Lomachenko of his status, Bam ain't never fought nobody like that. He ain't never fight nobody like Teofimo Lopez. So how in the hell is he ahead of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson? Shakur Stevenson is a 4-division champion and a former unified world champion. And he beat Oscar Valdez to do it. Devin Haney is a 3-division champion and an undisputed champion. He went to Australia to beat Kambosos twice, came back and beat Lomachenko, went up to 140, beat Regis Prograis, who was at best the second best 140 pounder in the division. Then he beat the best welterweight and welterweight in Brian Norman Jr. and dropped him and did it as well. And these are two guys that you ain't gonna confuse them with big punches, but they dominated their fights. Who has Bam Rodriguez beat on that level? That is a lie to put this man ahead at number 3 and put Devin Haney at number 9 and Shakur at number 5 or 4. It's BS, it's nonsense, and it's a way to detract from the black fighters in the sport of boxing. I'm calling a spade, damn it. Let's call it what it is. Ain't no way you gonna say Bam Rodriguez beat nobody on the level of these dudes. He didn't. He didn't beat nobody on the level of Oscar Valdez and Jamel Herring and Teofimo Lopez. Let's say you want to remove Jamel Herring, right? Oscar Valdez is at worst on the same level as Estrada and Sonny Edwards. At worst, he's on the same exact level. Neither one of them on the level of Teofimo Lopez. At worst, you can say they on the level of Jojo Diaz. None of them on the level of Lomachenko. So how is he ahead of them? How's he ahead of them? How? In what world? What did he do? They won. Shakur's a 4-division champion. Devin is a 3-division champion. Shakur unified the belts just like Bam. Bam only a 2-division champion, unified 1 division. Shakur is a unified champion, a 4-division champion. Devin Haney's a 3-division champion and an undisputed champion. So what did he do, Bam Rodriguez, to be ahead of them so far? 6 slots ahead of Devin Haney. 6 slots ahead of Devin Haney. And they had him ahead of Shakur Stevenson. Now I see the new rankings have Shakur 1 slot ahead of Bam Rodriguez. It's ugly. It's ugly. And we could get to Inoue as well. Man, this is despicable. It's ugly. It is what it is, man. They should never be ahead of Shakur and Devin Haney, period. Point blank and period. And they got Gtfoh Nakatani ahead of Devin Haney. It's disgusting, man. And they tell you it ain't about race. You can't tell me you see Gtfoh Nakatani better than Devin Haney. You can't tell me that. You can't try to convince me that. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Follow me on Instagram at BlueBud Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.